107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B.
107.5 WBLS in here chopping it up with Musiq Soulchild. I just thought I would take you back, music, to like an open mic. You ready for this?
Okay.
All right, let's snap it up, guys. This is the soul star who just wants to sing, whether in the magic or the silk of the soul. He's loving music, either live or on my radio. Like fine wine times 9. If you just listen, then maybe it's worth just to get a glimpse of life on earth. Take you back to your open mic days. By the way, for those of you who don't know, it was a compilation of all of Musiq's album titles.
That was pretty good.
You know what? I try to do what I do. You know, of course, I probably couldn't have made it in the Philly open mic.
Nah, they would have accepted you.
They would have accepted me?
Yeah.
Oh! Well, very good. I'm so glad we have those kind of venues because I know that's how you came up.
Yeah. Open mic circuit, just going around town, getting on stage, freestyling, seeing what I could do.
Yeah. Who were some of the people you came up with in the open mic circuit? Because I know they all kind of travel together.
Yeah. You had Bilal, Kindred the Family Soul, Jill Scott. Jill Scott had her own situation called Words and Sounds, actually.
And people used to come to her night at a certain club? Really?
And then sometimes it would be a different one on the same night. So after you would leave Words and Sounds, you would go to the other one.
Right. That's like here. Lenny and I used to have an open mic at the Soul Cafe, and then people would come to us, and then they would go over to Village Underground.
Yeah. That was a good way of sort of like getting a real-time response from audience members to see, where you were with your craft. And, depending on the response, that will let you know you got to go back and work on it, or if you really actually had something, and you should just keep going and get better, So it was cool. It was a nice breeding ground for good talent.
Absolutely, because so many came out of that.
Yeah.
Now hopefully you didn't go back because we haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been?
I've been grinding. That's what I've been doing, working on some, side hustles. But I'm definitely back. And I actually never really went anywhere. And I was telling people that I was gonna come back, and this is proof that I'm back, and with the next Musiq Soulchild album coming out April 15th called Life on Earth.
I'm so glad, I guess we say welcome back because if we don't see you
I get it.
Constantly,
No, I get it.
Or
totally
hear from you constantly.
I totally get it.
We yearn to hear from
you.
It. And you are absolutely the king of what love will make you do.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you
are the king of that. So, you have to keep us abreast of what it will make you do so that we don't seem crazy or think we're crazy when we're going through these situations if you don't validate it through song.
Right. Well, the thing is, sometimes, it takes a while for you to put stuff out because there's a lot of series of events that transpire throughout you trying to put a project out in this business. And then you have to factor in also your personal life. So life on earth can be very, very complex and nuanced that you don't get to do what you want to do because that's what you want to do. You don't put life on a schedule. You're on life schedule.
Right.
So you got to make the best of it and just pray that your opportunity comes for you to represent yourself in the face of people and be like, hey, this is what I've been through, bro. Like, check this out.
Well, in your life on this earth, I've seen that you've been heavily influenced by Donny Hathaway.
Yeah.
And that came through seeing The Unsung about Donny Hathaway. Now, if you could play somebody in a biopic, would it be Donny?
Probably. I would have to learn how to play piano.
No, they don't. They do all kinds of stuff nowadays. Look like
fake
you
it till you make it. Yeah. No. I would love to play a portion. I don't think I can do his entire timeline, but I'm sure that there's a frame, and a time frame that I could represent.
Vocally, if you had to really sing.
Oh yeah.
Vocally, could you bring?
I probably could. That would. I mean, that's up for debate, but because I've studied, in a sense, under Donny Hathaway, and I didn't actually go to school for music, but that would be the equivalent of my musical education. Donny Hathaway, in a way, was one of my musical instructors.
If you could pick one song, I like people to create a soundtrack of their life when they come here. If you could take us back to growing up in Philly, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a Donny Hathaway song, but whatever
probably
song.
would be a Donny Hathaway song. Yeah.
So take us back to growing up in Philly, hearing this song, and what it brings back memories of.
It's a lot of them. I'll pick maybe probably 3 of Donny Hathaway's songs. Of course, A Song for You was everywhere, you know. So I would actually use that song. I would literally stop strangers on the street during rush hour when they would come home from work, going home, and I would stop them on the street. Like if I saw you on the street, I was like, hey, excuse me, I know you don't know me, I don't mean to bother you, but I'm a singer and I'm looking for honest opinion about my singing ability. Do you have time? Like I would do that. I was psycho back then. Yeah, that was very about.
Would you
my
have
art.
a little suitcase for change?
No. I wouldn't do it for money. I wouldn't do it for money. That's the thing.
Really?
I would just do it literally for your honest opinion, and I felt like that was the right time because 9 times out of 10 you agitated at somebody stopping you on the street on your way to the crib. So yeah, so A Song for You was the song that I would sing.
That you used to sing.
Yeah.
Now, could you give us a song from Life on Earth that resonates with you the same way? I'm sure all of them do, but something, what?
I think, okay, they all do. They all do.
Yes.
And however, there is a song that I think is pretty cool, and I think it may be very inspiring and encouraging for a lot of people. Most of my songs are about love and relationships, even though they come from a very real perspective. They're not all lovey-dovey, ooh baby, but they're still about love and relationships. This song is not necessarily about love and relationships, not directly.
Okay.
It's indirectly about love and relationships, I guess, but it's more so about the love and relationship that you can have for and with yourself.
Because that's important to have first. Before you get with somebody else.
You have a lot of people, a lot of lonely people, a lot of empty people, broken people who are looking for other people to fill that void and fix them and make them happy when you should be the one to do that for yourself first. So there is a song on this album, I think, that serves that. Well, I'm attempting to serve that, and I pray that it does. And it's called Alive and Well.
It's music. The album, Life on Earth, it will be available on tax day. Well, actually, tax day is April 18th. Did you know? They gave us a little extension. But April 15th, you can go ahead and take that refund and buy this album.
But you can pre-order it right now. You can pre-order it right now.
Where?
Yeah, you can on iTunes. And when you pre-order it, you get to check out 3 songs automatically, like right now.
Now, I do.
Which
is the single. Is that a wedding song?
Oh, it's actually more like an engagement. It's more like an engagement song than a wedding song. The thing is, though, it wasn't intended to be either. I know we marketed it that way because I feel like that was probably a more efficient way for it to resonate with people. But what the song is actually about is having that conversation with the person that you're in the relationship with, and letting them know, like, despite all the stuff and the shenanigans that go on, despite that, yes, I do love you.
Right.
That's what that's saying.
Is this like a Don't Change? Because did you
can
really
be.
know how powerful that song
I never
would
do.
be? I think like I tell you all the time, the video for me just took it to a whole nother level. And I adore, let me just say it again, because I know I've said it many a times, but I adore your videos.
I just always want to do the songs justice. I never think, to myself, this song is going to be amazing. It's going to be out of here. It's a hit. It's a banger. I never think like that. I just do my best to make the best piece of music or present the best body of work, musical work that I can present to people. And I just focus on that. I leave it up to you guys to determine what it ultimately becomes.
What song on this album pretty much represents where you are in your space today?
There's in no particular way are any of these songs a direct reflection of where I am. I think it's more so the project itself
is where you are.
Yeah, and that's why it's entitled Life on Earth, because it's not life on earth as in this is what I think life on earth is. This is my opinion on what life on earth is in dealing with love. That's what the title means.
Well, it's important that you get Life on Earth so you can exactly hear what this brother is talking about. All right, and you get 3 songs right now. This very second.
Yeah, you get to check out 3
right
songs
there from
as
your
soon
desk.
as you pre-order it. Yeah.
You can go to
From your
iTunes.
phone?
There you go.
Yeah.
As long as you're not driving.
Not while you're driving.
Yeah, there you go.
And don't lose your job.
Right, exactly.
On account of me. Well,
Right, 'cause
Musiq said I needed to
Soulchild, yeah,
Nope.
he's
I
not
can't save-
hiring.
Can't save you. I'm
You're
sorry.
not hiring, are you?
No, ma'am, I'm not hiring. God bless you and your life.
But, get it,
But,
and definitely
yeah.
make sure if you don't get to do it today, you get it on April 15th.
Yes.
All right?
Yes, yes.
Musiq Soulchild, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.